Hi there, welcome back to Fred Shaves. It's Sunday and it's time for another shave. So, tonight we are gonna do a shave with a soap that was released from BBS in Greece there's some weeks ago. It's Blue Blast in the Chronos 2.1 base. Really awesome label with a blue wizard there. This is an inspired scent by EN Blue Talisman, which I have never smelled. I have cracked up the splash and tested it on my arm, and it smells superb. The scents linger for a very good time, and I'm a little bit sorry that I didn't buy the trifecta, because the EDP for that would be awesome. Nonetheless, the soap smells great. The splash smells great. It's in the Chrono, so it's a kind of a... It's not super hard. It's firm-ish. It's an awesome tallow base. It's the Elite base from BBS. The scent notes are in top pear, bergamot, mandarin orange, and ginger. In the mid notes, you got orange blossom and Georgie wood. And in the base, we got musk, ambrofix, which I have never heard of before, and Yaqi Avanti, I think that's right. I haven't heard of that either, and cedarwood. And it's a really good scent blend. Good scent strength as well, easily a 5 or 6. Razor will be my Yaqi Avanti in stainless steel, adjustable razor. We're gonna go for a mild shave today, so I have at setting number 2, 1 day of growth. Inside we get a first use Wilkinson sword Gillette from the saloon pack. And brush, this is the Phoenix and Beau brush made by Cadman. It has a 24mm bulb shaped tuxedo. I love the handle, it looks super nice with some nice shimmering and stuff inside there. However, I'm not a super fan of the knot. It's okay, it's soft, but it's kind of hard because the loft is, for my taste, set a little bit too low, so it doesn't splay out that easy. But we're gonna shave with it nonetheless. I just sprayed some water on top of that soap, and we're gonna load. So, have you all been having a nice weekend? We were in a birthday today to my uncle girl. I don't know what that's called in English. That was a nice thing, and sausages and cakes and all kinds of good stuff. Coffee. Nice time. Starting to slowly feeling better, but my energy levels are really low. Not having the best of sleeps at night. That flu really lingers. And I'm not very happy for that. I got no fever, so that's plenty loaded. It's probably just taking time for the body to reset after quite a hard, call it infection, or call it's an infection by all means. Some low energy levels, tired, rest cough, and so on. Nice scent. You all know I love the bases, soap bases from BBS. So I'm not gonna talk too much of the base tonight, but I will make sure to make a great lather. You don't want to overload the Chronos. I think I just did. Because this looks like a ton of soap. Yeah, it's not the most comfy knot to use. It's really short lofted. I don't know what the loft is on that, but it's way too short for my liking. And it also throws ladder literally everywhere. Doesn't hold on to it really very good. I have been thinking of taking out the knot and place another knot I like better in the handle. We will see. I'm a little bit afraid of hurting or damaging the handle. I have never taken out a knot before. And there is not many of these handles around. There's a very limited run, I think, for Phoenix and Beau back when these brushes were made some years back. So I really don't want to be able to let go of the handle. Yeah, as you know, the Kronos is just taking water like crazy. Yeah, this little knot is throwing ladder already. On splaying, it actually makes my skin a little sore. It feels much more scrubby than a tuxedo knot should feel. And all I can say is that's because down to the height of the loft it should probably be set maybe as much as 10 millimeters higher. You can probably see how short it is. I don't find it to be very comfortable, and it's not a brush I'm reaching too often for. You can see it's throwing water and lather around, making a really mess. That's another thing I don't like with this knot. Yeah, there's ladder literally everywhere, on the mirror, on the wall, on me already, and I haven't almost started lathering. Wife did clean the bathroom today. Yeah, I really think I'm up to re-knot this brush for sure. This knot is just not for me, I think. This is where the Kronos shines. You can see it's staying really dense and low structure, even though it's starting to get quite wet. Yeah, there I throw ladder on the floor. It doesn't hold onto anything. This freaking knot. I'm kind of upset actually. the more I think of it, the more I irritate myself off because I didn't pick another brush for today's shave. Scent is awesome though. This is a great lather already. One more spray and we're there. That's super shiny, look. That's an awesome great lather, that's for sure. Okay, we need to clean up. I made a mess. And that's mainly due to that brush. I'm not very friendly with that knot. And man, why can't you just place the height of the knot in a reasonable height? There is seriously lather everywhere while I'm standing. The lather is just flying off that knot every single time. Look at that sheen though. How awesome is that? That is all Chronos looks like once hydrated. Super duper shiny. Look. That's seriously really, really wet. And I could stand here adding water for days. This base, boys and girls, is one of those bases who doesn't break. This is a super smooth shaver. Long time since I used a Gillette Wilkinson sword. It's not the sharpest of blades. It's okay smooth. Yeah, this is tallow base. I don't know if I said so. BBS is based out in Greece. They're doing a lot of releases all the time throughout the year, and lots of original and inspired by scents. They have two different tallow bases, Hermes and Chronos, which Chronos is the elite base, and they have a vegan option called Gaia. And they have sorcery called arrhythmias, which is a base where no stearic acid is involved. And that thing lathers like pure magic, nonetheless. Oof, this scent is so good. I think I opened up the same cut I have opened up every single shave the last 3 or 4 shaves in a row. Wife loved this scent. Ooh, look, danglers. Yeah, blood. Eek. Took that scab off with the razor there. I mean, look, this is thick, creamy, dense stuff. Hey, unbelievable. I don't know what Thomas is doing, but he is making some incredibly good soap bases. That's for bloody sure. Alright. Still at setting number 2. The post-shave feel on Kronos is also elite. It's really good stuff. This razor really reminds of the Mercure Progress. I have never ever had a Mercure Progress in my hand. I would actually love to review it. And compare it to this one. This one is great, it's super smooth and really efficient, and it feels super nice. And I think it's my favorite of the adjustables from Yaqi, of those I've tried, which is quite a few. Yeah, it's a sign here, the lather is a little dry now because it won't rinse off the razor so easily. So what I will do with that is to add a layer of water to my face from my sprayer. Like so. Paint on the third and final lather. And then one final spray on top of that, and just painting it in. The lather would start building again if I spray the brush now and agitate it. But I'm not gonna do that because all I want now is the slickness. And I can assure you It is plenty of it. There's plenty of lather on the wall as well. That's why I disappeared from the camera a second there. It looks like a mess here. Okay. I just adjusted the razor there down to setting number 1 for the final pass. Yeah, now it's rinsing off again with ease. I don't know if you can see how shiny and dense that is. Look, it's running down the razor. It's so wet. The soap is uber slick. Really, really uber slick. Really mild that setting one. No blade feel at all. But it's cutting. You can hear it's cutting beard. It just goes really mildly on your skin, and that could be a good thing. Especially if it's the third pass on a daily shave. Oh yeah. That is super duper close. Gonna rinse off with cold water. Just gonna touch up that little bleeder with a alum block to seal it up. See if that makes it stop bleeding. It's not bleeding a whole lot, but I can do some alum when I have it here. Okay, just let that sit for some seconds. I'm doing some cleaning work down here in the sink. Yeah, hair looks messy, I know. I need a haircut. Like so. Dry off the face. Yeah. And and that awesome positive feel from the Chronos as per always, and the matching goodies. Really nice and strong scent. Oh, fantastic, and less burn than I feared for. Okay, that's me done and dusted, guys. Thank you for coming along with me, and have a nice coming week until my next video. Goodbye.